It's May 15th, 2015. It's been about 5 days, actually exactly 5 days, since the bank happened. It's kind of weird. I'm defining events by the places they were at. There was the sports shop, and now there's the bank. Anyways, um, so yeah, I put out that fire at the bank and everything, and so bank's closed because it was burned fairly badly, but uh, the people robbing it were still alive, thankfully. Um, and so the cops were able to take them into custody. Now, the guy that shot me, the first guy I took down, I kind of broke his jaw. Wasn't meaning to. So he can't really talk, but he can still write. So he was able to write down and tell the cops what he saw, which was him shooting a guy who threw up a force field and then took him out. Now the cops weren't able to get the other two guys to talk, but they got him to talk, and I'm pretty sure they got all they need because they got a guy using a force field to stop a bullet, and then stopping a robbery, and then fire, and then beacon of light. So I think they got all they need. And of course, the media is eating this up. I mean, this is the second story they've heard about a dude getting shot and then stopping a robbery. And then, depending on what you've connected or not, this is the second story they've heard with all that stuff happening. And then an expulsion of energy afterwards. So the media is eating it up. And now they got a rough description because the guy whose jaw I broke, he said he saw a guy wearing a mask dressed in black and orange. I got a rough description from that, so a bunch of artists have been turning in their renditions of what they think I look like in my suit, and it's not really all that accurate, to be honest. Like, they're using an orange and black color scheme, not black and orange. I have mostly black, a little bit of orange, taking me like mostly orange, a little bit of black, which I'm not. That's not my thing, but that's what they're doing. It's kind of frustrating. But nonetheless, I don't know why I even need to say nonetheless. How does that pertain to the story? Yeah, people have been talking about it like crazy. I kind of scan over the web and stuff and see people talking about it. And I'm becoming a bit of a, I guess you could say, urban legend. Kind of like Bigfoot, because, I don't know if Bigfoot's an urban legend, but he's a legend, alright. Just like, people are talking about what I've done, right? But people are also saying they've seen me do things that I haven't done. And that's, we've had a lot of rain recently, and so there's been a lot of flash flooding, not necessarily in aviation, but there's been rain here in aviation, rain over in San Antonio, rain in the surrounding areas. There's been a lot of rain, and we've been in the middle of a drought for a very long time. So all this rain is kind of catching a lot of us off guard, like totally off guard, because we haven't had much rain for a while. We're not used to it. So like things like people aren't used to driving in rain and whatnot. But there's been flash floods and everything, and that's in general bad. So there's been a lot of dangerous things happening, and people have been dying and everything. But in the midst of all this, people have reported seeing a dude wearing a funky outfit, wearing a mask, saving people's lives. And that's not all. There's other things that people have said they've seen me doing. But it's just kind of fresh. It's kind of flattering, I could say, because, people are talking about me. They're like, oh, this guy's real cool. People have heard like 2 different stories now of things I've done, and they've obviously connected them. Guy gets shot, doesn't die, stops a robbery, it's kind of flattering because people are hopping on the bandwagon wanting to say they've seen me do things. I mean, like, one lady even said that I helped. Not that I helped. One lady said I got her cat out of a tree for her. People are just making stuff up. So it's kind of flattering, but it's also kind of not, because I didn't do those things. I haven't done these things people have talked about, and they're giving me credit for things I haven't done. I don't know. I don't like that. I I mean, I wish I had done those things, but I didn't. So why people need to give me credit? They don't need to. I don't know. Either people are like really excited for seeing the things I've done and want to see me do more things, or people are just making up complete lies. I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. It's really weird. I guess it's kind of like maybe that's how celebrities feel. Like no one really knows the true them. And I don't know. I can only imagine how Bigfoot feels like seeing all these fake photos of him and everything. Like, well, that's not what I look like. Text message. I don't know. Anyways, in other news, Alex is wanting me to start going on patrol. Because, well, yeah, I can. The superheroes in fiction always respond to stuff whenever it happens. They have their suit with them, they're able to put it on, or they have it underneath their clothes or whatever. But, like, I don't have a big, like, fancy suit I can wear under stuff, and it doesn't make much sense to, when something's happened immediately, to like go run into a phone booth and change all my clothes. Everyone could see me first off, and it would just take too much time. So Alex is wanting me to start going on patrol, going out looking for danger, crimes, because it's easier to find these things when you're looking for them. That's what he says. And I'm going to start doing that, and then he's going to get that whole donation box thing set up at the community center. Yeah. I guess we'll see how all that goes. I doubt it's going to work. But we'll see how his plan goes. That's all for this time.